And we're on. Hey everyone, it is Dee and Larry Corchin here for our weekly team time Monday night. And if you are new to our call, maybe a new coach or somebody who's considering coaching, we welcome you. This is our coaching family, and we come together every Monday for 30 minutes and just for community time, for training, to stay in touch and provide what we can so that we can all move forward together. And together we are helping a lot of people to better health.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but it is busy in January. And so that's great work. That's great work by all of you. And just so thankful that people are focusing in on their health right now. So they need not just the physical, but I don't know if you're seeing it, but the mindset is needed. So we're seeing that big time on our side. So, and anyway, well, let's get started.
We'll be talking about that, quite a bit. And we thought with our opening inspiration, it would just be very appropriate to share something from Martin Luther King on this day. And this is one of my favorite quotes, and it's a short one, but it really, I think, can apply for all of us. And he says, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. What appropriate words, huh? All right, so we get to start with something fun.
Yes, the fun stuff. Monday Night Fun.
Yeah, so it's the Coaches Crushing It, you guys. We finished our second week of the challenge, and it was been interesting. I don't know if you saw on the Facebook page. I kind of asked, how's it going, and what do you find challenging? And some of us are kind of hitting the reality of the consistency and the commitment and whatnot. And I know personally, I'm on plan too, and I've faced everything that you're facing, and I really believe, and if you agree, that this really helps us to be in such a place to be able to authentically connect with what our clients are experiencing, regardless if you are currently on your journey or maybe just tuning things up a bit. So thank you for putting yourself first when you lead with your own health, even when it's imperfectly perfect and you're just, walking, crawling forward, you're moving forward, and it makes a difference. So we are doing a drawing every week that you guys turn in your results. We draw for something else. This is a random drawing from everybody that submitted, and you want to submit every week because there's going to be a grand prize at the end, and it's pretty awesome. Something that'll be really helpful for you guys on your Zoom calls. So here we go. This is going to be for a $25 wellness credit on your account, or you can get an Amazon gift card to use something towards your health or your business. And look at that. Vicki Meister is our winner. So congratulations, Vicki. All right.
Is Vicki out there?
Yeah, where is she?
I can't see.
Vicki, you want to come off mic for a second?
There she is. I see her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So Vicki's in the house. I was just checking. You had to be present to win. No, I'm teasing. So.
Yeah, anyway. I'm all in.
All right, good stuff.
Well,
good
congrats.
Stuff.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk just about it's fun stuff on Martin Luther King Day. I really like to have a lot of fun stuff in my office, and I work on my own personal taxes. So I know you guys are excited about that as well. But I just wanted to bring to your attention, your 1099s are available now on Optavia Pay. So again, when you go into Optavia Pay, over to the right-hand side under, I think it's like other stuff, your tax information is out there. Now, two things about it. This year, it's a 1099 NEC, okay? So Nancy, Edward, Charlie, not a 1099-M. They changed the rules around. And I guess the IRS, they have a different reason for a 1099-M, but we get an NEC now. So pull that down. And I would just encourage you to take a look at it. Study your NEC and see how much money you made this past year. I bet you'll be shocked. Some of you, the one thing I don't like about those cards on Optavia, it just goes to your card and then you spend off your card. I'm a big proponent of kind of seeing what my statement is every week, and I track it closely. So again, I hope you do too, and I hope you get to look at your 1099 NEC. So a little tax, not that I'm an accountant, so please don't take this as tax advice, but it's out there. All right. So moving on, is that for me too?
Yeah, you take that.
Okay. Let's see. Fuelings back in stock. We just posted, I don't know if you saw this today, but Optavia's client update, we have many fuelings back in stock. So that was really good news. So there were 2 that went out of stock, but I don't think they were too bad as far as they're going to impact us, but there were probably about 6 that came back in stock. So that's good news. So Dee posted that out in the client group, and please share that with your clients. I know some of the favorites are back in there for you.
And I want to take a minute to add on to that. And if you guys would give Carol Telesalo a shout out in the chat, because Carol, whenever the updates come, she actually cross-referenced it with the product claim sheet, so you know what soy and non-soy items are available. And she has just really been crushing it with keeping us up to date on a timely manner with that. So thank you, thank you. And I also posted in the client group about the replacement fuelings, because a lot of people have been asking for stuff like the cappuccino and things that are important to them. So if you know your clients have been looking out for these ones that were returning in January, let them know, because they'll probably want to update and submit some orders to get their favorite fuelings.
All right. Well, good. It's a wrap. So coming up.
Yeah, a couple things this week we just want to make sure that you are aware of. Just always remember, after these calls, we have the links in Coaches Opt for Change in the announcements, but immediately following this call is Dr. Anderson, Dr. A's coach call, 8:30 is field training, and then our integrated presidential, Dan Bell, offers a weekly call, really just more of a community discussion call, which is amazing, and a lot of our members from our team are on. So we encourage you to join us with all of those, way to learn from different people. And actually Larry and I are hosting for Dan tonight. So that'll be fun to be on there. And Wednesday night, Habits of Health call, 8:30. They're starting over in the Life Book. So before we go further, if you agree, I want to give a shout out to Lori Cole, Gina Manley, and Jesse Pilkington that knocked it out of the park with us last week on the Habits of Health call. But these calls are great resources, you guys. And the more we use our resources, the less pressure there is on you as a coach. So when we can direct our clients and engage them and help them integrate into the weekly calls, all of that, it's awesome. So element 1 is what they're covering. So starting with the why. So perfect timing for January.
Yeah, and if I could jump in on that, when clients say, well, I don't know if I have the time, I mean, between the book, between the Habits of Health, and the fact that it's also recorded, there's got to be a way for a client to be able to connect and get the education and again, the tips that they need. So again, I just keep pouring that out to my clients, but we have lots of opportunities.
We're going to bounce it over to Frank and Shauna, because we have something really exciting coming this Thursday night for our team and your clients.
So yes, we are so excited and so honored to host on Thursday night a really cool thing that's going to be live streamed into the client page on optimizing your results. And we've got some amazing guest speakers, so you guys will all want to plug in, and Frank's going to give a little shout out about our speakers.
Yeah, so this Thursday, 8:30 Eastern time, we've got 4 guest speakers lined up. We have a brand new coach. Her name is Erica. She's a flight nurse. She's been a client. And then we have a client by the name of Janine. She is a trauma physician, ER doctor. She actually just signed up as a coach about a week ago. She's going to be talking. And then we have a wonderful coach on our team by the name of Chris, and she's going to be talking as well. And then our last speaker is a client only. He's not even a coach, but he is a physician. He is a neurologist, and his name is Mohammed, and he's going to be speaking. So you want to invite all your coaches, all your clients, even invite your guests, family members, friends, coworkers, people you don't like, invite them all. Thursday night, 8:30. It'll be fun.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, guys. You're going to be amazing hosts for that. That is something new that we are piloting. Meg Johnson had an excellent one back in December with several members of her team who shared holiday tips. It'll be on the third Thursday every month. And we have a Facebook link. So it's going to be a Zoom like this where we can get face-to-face with our clients. But then what we're also going to do is we're going to live stream it into the coach group or the client group, so that if anybody forgets about it, can't find the link, it'll pop up like that we're live in the group. So we're super, super excited about that. And then Saturday, part 4 of Dan Bell's Accelerate Your Business. This past week, on week 3, Charlene Green did an amazing presentation on shifting your money story, how you think about money and earning money. And if you watched that and liked it, drop it in the chat. And if you missed it, we highly encourage you to catch the replay.
Yeah, no, that was well worth it. Again, first of all, she's just an amazing speaker, and it was just a great way to start going after those negative talk, that negative talk in your head about money and the way you treat money and view money. So hopefully, again, you're building a new story as a result of that. So it's great stuff.
Yeah, it was powerful.
Yep.
Powerful. So over the next few weeks, actually forever, you'll hear us talk a lot about supporting you and in talking about acquiring new coaches and supporting new coaches. And there's a lot of different reasons why we talk about this. And Larry, you want to take what the first one is?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we're just a really fast growing company. So again, we're the second fastest growing company according to Forbes last year, and that's because, again, just the state of our country, the state of our world right now, we're in dire need, really, as far as helping out our population. So again, that's one of the amazing things about this industry. When you look at all the different industries that are struggling, we are growing. So we have not only that, we have a tremendous opportunity to help people with jobs as well. And that's why acquiring coaches and helping coaches, when you think in the industries that have suffered, making a transition over to health coaching can definitely be done.
Yeah. So just such a huge need for what we have to offer. And we know statistically it makes sense for our clients, like you guys, right? Like stepping into coaching. I know my health would not be where it is now if I wasn't coaching. And if you agree that coaching has helped you sustain your weight, reach your goal, just say amen in the comments, because we know statistically it makes a huge, huge difference. So we want to all be comfortable in offering our full offering to anyone, whether it's a health person during their health assessment or an ongoing conversation with one of your existing clients or to other people in your world. So we've got, like Larry said, a big need out there: a healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy finances. And the statistics on healthy finances are not good right now.
No, they're not good. Well, so 2 things on this. So the first thing, BlackRock, which is a large investment company in the world, actually, not just the US, they just came out with a report that basically said 40% of the population does not have $400 to meet an emergency need. Okay, so now I just want you to think about that for a second. All right. We know how quickly, as a coach, we can earn $400. We know how quickly we can do that.
It's about 6 clients.
Yeah, it's about 6 clients, okay? And again, to give somebody that opportunity to have an emergency fund, just an emergency fund. We know Optavia is so much more than that. But to get them to a point where they don't have to worry about a car issue, or something going on with their house, or whatever it may be. That's another reason why, again, we share this. It's so important to a hurting world. And then the other thing I just wanted to mention too, it fell out of my head. Don't you like that?
It'll come back.
It'll come back.
It'll come back. Just let me know.
It fell out of my head. My mindset is all messed up. Sorry. Being
So a couple
transparent.
of tools that are available to you guys, and that you're going to love what's coming up. We're going to start talking about this a lot more, just like on Dan's conversation the other day about mindset around money. We have partnered with David Bush. David, he hosts so many of the national calls. We have personally partnered with David Bush and another presidential, Donnie Alvarenga, and we are going to be offering a Habits of Wealth webinar to start talking about healthy finances and what does that look like and what does it mean and how can we start to shift our orientation around it. So we are hosting a webinar that's for you guys, for your clients, and for anybody you want to invite. And that is on Thursday, January 28th at 9 p.m. So it's going to be fantastic. It is really, I would say, 80% content of just general information about how to be a good steward with your mindset around money, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's your mindset, and it's just what I call 101 as far as the importance of budgeting, the importance of watching debt, and just basics. We don't get into we're not financial professionals, even though I came out of the financial world. I'm not operating in that mode on this presentation, but again, it's really 101 information as far as things we can help our coaches with as far as their finances. So
right.
It's good stuff.
Right. It'll be good. It'll be a very light touch onto coaching. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern time and that's so that we can take into account West Coast folks as well. So 9 p.m. Eastern time, January 28th. There'll be a light touch on coaching at the end. It'll be like the top 10 benefits of why you might want to consider coaching, and then an invite for them to talk to the person that invited them to it.
Now, take a deep breath. We've thrown a lot at you, and just an FYI, we're going to make sure all of this is in the coaches group out there. And if by chance you're confused or have any questions, by all means, please. Ping us in the group or just text us, and we'll try to get your answer for there. But we've put a lot out there. That's all in addition to our normal. Okay, so again, the normal stuff that we have each and every week. So now we have one more thing.
Can I go back just to answer a question that came up?
Oh,
so a question came up. This is going to be a webinar that's really open to everyone. Okay, so we're partnering with David Bush, who's another integrative presidential in his organization, as well as another presidential in her organization. We have a webinar for 500 people. So there is space, plenty of space. And then there will be a Facebook invitation that I will share with you guys that you can share. And then we will also live stream that webinar into that Facebook group as well. So more to come. I just didn't want you to be surprised when you saw the Facebook invite in the group and be like, what is this? All right. So do you want to talk about the social proof group?
So the social proof group. All right. So one of the things that is, one of the things that Dee and I, we sit on different groups and committees at the company, and we get drips and drabs of different things that groups are trying and trying to see if they're successful. And when we do that, we watch. A lot of times we watch from afar to see. We don't, we've never been bleeding edge, right? But we want to always try to see if there's something that can benefit our team. Of course, we'd like to capitalize on it. Well, the really neat thing is Dan Bell and several of the other senior leaders identified one of these groups that's having a lot of success as far as, coaches go, as far as developing and bringing on coaches. So they call that the social proof group. And we're going to be talking about that right now and just talking more about what that represents. So when you look at Facebook, and I'll give you the high level and Dee will jump in a little bit more. When you look at Facebook, if one of the things that we want to do is we want to bring coach candidates, okay? And these are candidates that we've spoken to, people that we know, and that may be a good candidate for the group. We want to invite them into a group so they can see what other coaches are doing at Optavia. So I'll leave it at that, and Dee, you take it from there.
Yeah, so this is, this will be, there's going to be a specific training on it. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but what this is going to do is actually be a group. A social proof group means it's similar to Healthy for Life, that basically an individual can join into a private Facebook group and see evidence from other people that are, utilizing a program or a product, or in this case, a coaching opportunity, and how they're benefiting from it. So they actually get to see it in action from real people. So we're going to put into a private community a way that people can see the lifestyle that coaches have, the modeling the lifestyle, the income, and the fulfillment that coaching brings. So we will be bringing, I've already been in it, I've seen it, it is beautiful, but there is very specific training on how to utilize this. So it's going to be a two-step rollout for the team, but the first training is for executive directors and above, and it is going to take place this Saturday at 12:30 after Dan Bell's Accelerate Your Business training. And the reason for that group first is because we want to help that our leaders on the team be educated and be comfortable with it, because the following week training will be open to everybody, but there'll be lots of questions. So we want your executive director and everybody to be, we've hopefully smoothed out kinks in between. So, so that is, Carol, he'll be finished by 12:30. And if not, it'll start right after, because we're partnering with Dan on the training.
Dan's going to be there.
So Dan is a fundamental part of this group. So it's going to be run well, compliant, and all of that. So super exciting.
And I'm glad you said compliance. So those that have come from a regulatory background, Carol, raise your hand, right? We know how important compliance is, right? And again, the laws and making sure that, again, we're complying. This has very strict requirements, okay? And I want to make this clear, okay? If you violate the requirements, you won't be able to use the group, and you run the risk of hurting your business, okay? So it's very important. And the reason for that is, like Dee said, there'll be income information provided within that group, okay? So again, it's really important that we follow the rules to protect ourselves and to protect the company's reputation, of course, in using this group. So I state that, but you'll hear more about that too. You probably hear that like 3 times from 3 different other people too.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. And so, and I know what you're waiting for. So we're going to start talking about it next, is that I think it'll be fairly short, Carol. I'm not sure how long on that training, but probably I should have more info on that this week.
We understand. We don't want to be on a call longer than we have to either. So we'll do the best to get the information out.
For sure. So, all right. So now we're talking about bringing on new health coaches. And one thing that I know personally, I have struggled with, and you can let me know if it's been a struggle or something in the back of your mind, is that, okay, great, this person wants to coach. Now what? Give me a 1 in the chat if you've ever agreed with that, or I think I know what to do, but I don't know where to find all the resources to share with them.
Or the resources are everywhere.
Yeah, right. The resources.
They're on Optavia Connect. It's in Simple Systems. It's all over the place. And how do I get a coach up and running as fast as possible?
And then on the receiving end, as a coach, have you ever started getting all this information sent to you, and you're like, how do I organize it? Well, talking about what Larry said, when we have our ears out, like we're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And we found that a team, now this was developed by the field, which means it is not a corporate app. It was developed by the field.
And it's not even really the field. It was one team within the field.
Right.
Developed it. A team much larger than ours, put it that way.
So Monica, I said it was somewhat overwhelming to start. This is going to simplify things tremendously. And I'm going to bring it up as a screen share for you guys to see. But whoever developed this app, genius. Genius. I have never seen anything more slick and more easy to follow and easy to do. But like right here on my phone is the Get Started app. Like you can put it on your desktop. It actually doesn't take any space on your phone. And so you'll be able to have it. Your new coach will be able to have it. Click, and it's going to come up, and it's going to be like right here about welcome. Now I'm going to bring it up on the computer so you can see what it looks like. But it is a lot of great, Wendy Wardlaw, I see what you said about Simple Systems. This is a lot from Simple Systems, all just brought together in an easy access format specifically to coaching.
Yeah, so as Dee's pulling it up here, think of it this way. What they did was they're tapping into a lot of the data. I know we spoke with our EDs and FIVICs before about trying to come up with something better. This was probably about a year ago. And it was overwhelming because, again, it is everywhere. Well, this team actually identified a way to pull everything together and kind of put a nice front end on it. And so it's got a very dynamic, and it's very structured as far as what we want to do. Now, the highlight is it's fantastic and that it's laid out all this way. The only downside is we don't have a lot of input into it, right? So whatever things we may not care for, we can make recommendations, but it doesn't necessarily mean we have a lot of clout in that, right? So we're just kind of riding coattails right now, but I'm glad we're riding coattails. So
who's excited about this? Are you excited? Yeah, hello. All right, so can you see my screen? Debbie Pasco, I can see you. Can you see where it says get started? Okay, so this is exactly what comes up on the phone. On the app, the phone version. Now, sometimes when we're screen sharing and I go to click and it goes to a new screen, sometimes you don't see it. So bear with me as we see, but you'll see where it says start here and it brings them right. Did you see where it changed screens? So there's a welcome video. They click on it. There's a welcome video and how to use the app. There's this next one, opt in for these tools. I'm going to try clicking this and hope it works. It's got where they can go to transformation stories to share, how they can opt in for the reminders for Dr. A's call, and all of that. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can go back. I'm back. I'm back on the main page. Can you see that? Cool. Yay. There's a little thing here, like you click on it, there's a video about how to earn the CAB bonus. There's information on income possibilities with real dollars listed in it. And then some information, a little video from Becca Tinter about our business model. And so that's just like what they would first see. And then the rest of it, you guys, it flows exactly with the fundamental skills training, right? So what's the first step? You start with a new coach, identify who might be ready. So you click on this, and this gives them tools and resources about how to start making their list of people, right? That they, that might be interested. And then there's a tool for how they can keep track of it. And then they're going to go and it tells them, all right, now that you've made your list, great. Tap on your app to connect authentically. And when you go there, it has how to invite to the 3-way health assessment with some sample scripts for them.
And you can see in some of the paths here, again, it's connecting into those simple systems documents that we already know. So I just want you to know you're not, there's not a lot of new documents or anything. It's just a matter of we've got a really neat front end that guides us through and helps us gain access to the information we need. So again, a lot of it is not, it's not like, oh, that's a new it's not a new document. It's the same old document, but it's put in a way that we can easily access it and go forward.
Yeah, so it just goes on from there, you guys. All the stuff we have from our other trainings, all consolidated, but sharing how to share with the health assessment, how to share health coaching, how to start and support your clients. So how to place their first order, how to set up on Optavia Connect, client tracker, how to coach them into fat burn, the client support messages, the journey kickoff call. So all of it. I mean, I don't know about you, like I am jacked about this. I'm so excited.
Well, what I love about it, it's just consistent. So now all our coaches can get on the same page and really we're all together versus trying to figure out where a coach is as far as their level of training and have they ever done this before, et cetera. They have access to it. So it's really cool.
So I really love it. It starts at the beginning, the basics, make your list, right? A person's going to work with their friends, family, and all of that. And then down at the bottom, they talk about how can we start to incorporate social media after they've done their initial health assessments, et cetera. So really reinforces the order in which we want to launch a new coach and then what to do after they've reached senior coach. And then about how to do team calls and tips calls and all of that. And then down here at the bottom, they have links for Optavia Connect. And there's also a link on how to set up their Connect and their website, the Monday night calls, and then the links for the Habits of Health and the Inspiring Stories call. So what we're going to do next is, now we are going to be on the back-to-back calls, but as quickly as I can, I'm going to be posting these links into the Facebook group. But what's going to be best is there's a really cool text that could be copied and pasted that says like, hey, welcome to coaching, when your client orders their kit, and you'll be able to text it and send it to them. And it's like, click here for access to the app. Click here for a welcome video. So I'm going to text that to all of my frontline coaches. It's not in the app store like Meg just said. So I'll text it to the coaches, and we're going to have to go with a trickle down effect. So I will be texting everybody with that within the next 12 to 24 hours.
Sounds good. Yeah, you're not going to find this. Again, this is a homegrown app. And again, it's an app, and it's really just connections to existing data within our systems. So again, it's really cool, but again, it's homegrown from that standpoint. So
y'all excited? Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff to help us.
Lots of stuff today. Hope we didn't blow you away. Like, what were they talking about? But anyway, exciting stuff for sure. That's another thing too. I mean, this is a great opportunity for us to connect more on Thursdays at our team time at 12:30 Eastern time. So please, questions, bring them there as well, and we'll be more than happy to discuss more of this. So lots of great stuff. But please don't get overwhelmed. Just ask questions, and we'll work it out.
All right, good stuff. It's time for us all to head over to listen to Dr. A. We love you guys. We'll see you during the week on the Facebook page and on Thursday at 12:30. Thanks.
Bye, guys.